Oopsie, alright. Good afternoon, hello everybody, welcome to the Mars Dota 2 League between LGD Gaming versus Ehome. My name is Hades and I'll be your caster for this best of one series. We only have one game this afternoon, so here we are between LGD and Ehome, casted for both these teams quite recently, especially in this patch. And looks like we will have CTY standing in for Ehome. It's not going to be Penny Tang, who actually stood in for Ehome over the most recent weekend for the ECR 2015. And here we are, LGD Gaming also casted recently for them yesterday in the I-League versus quite a number of teams, VG Gaming Potential and Newbie as well. And okay, here we go, LGD, they ban out the Queen of Pain, they ban out the Visage, Ehome banning out the Wisp and the Gyro. No Undying ban just yet, waiting for both these teams to see whether either one of these heroes actually get picked up. Okay, so currently, Shadow Fiend, Shadow Fiend in general is just a very popular pick, be it in the Western scene or the Chinese scene. Well, that here is very good for, I would say, flash farming up that mech, fancy DPS, and of course the negative armor from using the passive. Ehome ROTK being the drafter, all that experience, looking to go and hopefully bring Ehome through the TI qualifiers, if possible. I mean, it's a team with potential. RTK, I mean, if he picks, he has this habit of always picking up the Rubik. It could be Lanham playing on the Rubik. At the same time, it could be RTK just bringing that Rubik into the offlane, which he has played before. Lina could be mid, could be support. Telekinesis into the Light Strike Array, always very, say, useful, especially for getting these kills. LGD Gaming, they pick up the Earthshaker support or Earthshaker, offlane. That we'll have to see a bit more further on into the draft. Alright, and Drow Ranger getting banned out. I'm not sure why Cell8 has this habit of doing it. I mean, teams which have actually used the Drow Visage combo, it hasn't really worked out for them like before, ever since the patch update. And actually teams which have used the Drow Visage combo against LGD Gaming, 2 times I've seen them use it, 2 times I've seen them lose. So, not sure why he would really ban it out, like I mentioned. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing against it if you have such a high win rate against such a strat. Alright, and waiting for the third ban, Ehome, still no Undying ban. No, it's gonna be the Phantom Lance, it's something which Sylar is also used to playing. Also says, rising popular pick, especially among the Chinese teams. We tend to see it once in a while amongst the European teams, but not so much in Southeast Asia. So LGD Gaming is keeping their options open. We might see an Earthshaker mid. Nah, very unlikely. That's really unlikely to happen. I mean, I'm still waiting for the day a Core Shaker just happens to go mid. But then again, offlane Earthshaker, just getting your Soaring, get your Tranquils. You farm your, creeps so far pretty okay. It takes a bit of practice though. Just, you're pushing that Fisher range to the max. Alright, so nothing much into the picks for now, but with these two picks on both teams, I mean, Ehome, Lina mid a support, Rubik offlane or support. So maybe just playing around, RETK playing around with Xiaoyi. This is the mind game before the actual game. Shadow Fiend versus a Lina mid. I mean, I guess Lina has a bit more kill potential because there's a reliable stun, a bit of help from the Rubik, easy rotation as well. Shadow Fiend also has help if the Earthshaker comes in for the rotation. But it's by hitting those raises. If you somehow catch the Lina or somebody on the wrong side of Fisher, it's pretty much just a wasted gank. Compared to the Rubik, where you have the telekinesis, it pretty much is a reliable disable for a short period of time. Not as much like Avenge Magic Missile, more like a setup for the Lina stun into the Dragon Slave, which is actually a lot of damage. And LGD Gaming, to ban out the Clockwork. Well, it's one of those offlane heroes who has also found himself back into the meta in amazing form. Great for the initiation, the hook shot. And of course, those cogs, especially since now in this meta, it's all about team fights. Mostly about team fights with AoE damage, and a well-placed cogs can easily disrupt that fight, even just burn out mana just to prevent those big spells from being casted. Anyways, Ehome waiting for the 4th ban. Cutting to their bonus time. I mean, LGD, they took a bit of time. Actually took quite a lot of their bonus time just banning out the Clockwork itself. So Xiaoyi being a bit indecisive there, or maybe just really thinking hard about this. The 4th ban for Ehome. I mean, RATK and Xiao 8, both veterans in the scene for sure. To me, I feel it's going to be a Xiao 8 Sylar combo versus the RTK Lanham combo. So who from these guys are going to pull it off? But then again, LGD, you know, Xiao 8, Sylar, MMY. It's a pity the Gyro got banned out. I was quite a fan of LGD gaming back of Sylar's Gyrocopter back in those days. A couple of patches back. Hope nobody has disconnected. Nope. Alright, so who would you actually ban out? I guess you may want to actually start banning out here is like a Storm Spirit, something which is also very popular, but no, they ban out the Pugna. And they pick up the Undying straight away, so RTK, there we go, the Zombie Man. Aggressive Trialing incoming, I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happens. With the Undying, it's really legit, really viable. And so good, especially when you want to go aggressive against your enemy's carry. So thankfully, I mean, the Drowsers are picked up by LGD Gaming. They actually banned it out, so quite a smart choice. Wouldn't say no to picking up Sniper. He is still a very good hero. I mean, despite that tiny agility nerf and the shrapnel as well, where there's a tiny bit of delay after you cast it, and of course the nerf to the cooldown, I still find that Sniper is a very legit hero. It's all about good positioning, that's all. So now that you see it, I mean, Undying, Rubik, Lina, if they go aggressive and somehow LGD, they just dodge it with a nice tri lane, they just put a Darkseer into the safe lane instead, that can be annoying as well. Of course, unless you pick another range here. Haven't seen a Phoenix being picked up, that'd be nice as well. I mean, you could always go with the support Undying, with a Rubik playing the other support role, Lina just goes mid. I don't know, I mean, Ehome just not showing their cards just yet. LGD Gaming sort of showing part of the hand, giving you just a slight idea of how they want this game to go. I mean, Shadow Fiend and Darkseer, both decent mech carriers. Actually, really good mech carriers. So I want to see how this pans out. Waiting for the 4th pick. And Ehome really running out of time. We've got 10 seconds left. They have to decide. It will be the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger off lane. Wind Ranger mid. This is interesting. How would you prefer this? I mean, would you put the Wind Ranger into the off lane? Yeah, that would be preferable from RTK. This is really tricky. Anyways, I mean, back to the draft, let's just think about teamfight potential. Undying, I mean, you always have that huge ass tombstone, you have the Lina for the stun. You can even use the Rubik Telekinesis just to set up a shackle shot coming up from the Wind Ranger. LGD Gaming, I would say that teamfight is just plain ass scary with the Wombo combo as well. You can imagine a vacuum into the Requiem of Souls, not to mention follow up by an Echo Slam. You might even just surge up the Earthshaker to go straight for it. And Crystal Maiden will be the 4th pick from LGD Gaming, wow! Alright, so Elsa, I mean, let it go. Crystal Maiden, and thanks to the Arcane Aura, Earthshaker doesn't really have to worry that much about mana. Same goes for the Darkseer, for the Shadow Fiend. And actually, also one more thing to point out is that thanks to the Darkseer pickup, this Earthshaker would definitely be a support Earthshaker. Crystal Maiden, I mean, despite being so squishy, she took quite a number of buffs in 6.84. Increased slow, I believe shorter cooldown on some of the spells. And of course, I mean, she's not that reliant about getting that much farm in the lane, or even experience for that matter. She can just retreat to the jungle, use a Frostbite, take care of some hard camps, easy. But being on the dire side, I mean, you probably, and of course with Shadow Fiend, you generally want to be giving most of those camps stacking up just for the Shadow Fiend. Crystal Maiden may probably take a medium camp closer to the river, somewhere around there. And once again, LGD Gaming, they ban out the lifestealer, something which I've noticed is a huge pattern. Xiao 8 just refusing to give the lifestealer away at all, just completely always bans it out. Which makes me wonder, I mean, if any of these teams were actually considering a lifestealer, they probably would have picked it up first as a priority, seeing as you don't usually ban out Rubik that quickly. So Ehome, they will go with the Weaver. See you, Weaver. That's pretty okay. And how will LGD Gaming actually contest this? Unless we're going to see something really fancy, something like what VG Gaming does. The player carry Crystal Maiden. Are we going to see a core maiden, or is this going to be support maiden? Still so undecided. Xiao 8 really not showing his cards even till the last, the last pick. Ehome to ban out the Razor, so RTK does foresee that this will be a carrier, position 1 hero. With the Razor ban, just taking out one fighting carry. Someone who's just able to fight straight up, a good mech carry at the same time. And of course a hero of decent push. It will be a bristleback? Alright. Carry bristleback. Pretty nice to watch as well. Sylar on this bristleback, thanks to the Crystal Maiden, he can actually spam those quills out pretty frequently, I would say. Doesn't have to worry anything at all. So for those of you tuning in, this is the only best of 1 series I believe for today between LGD Gaming versus Ehome. The schedule, I believe you can actually just scroll down. Maybe this is like a postponed game. LGD was in the United States for the Summit 3. And just a quick introduction again, my name is Hades, I'm a caster for this best of 1 series. Cast all the way from Singapore. So hello to everybody in the chat. And just waiting for RTK to pick up his Undying. Well, let's hope RTK doesn't go 0-5 in lane. That was pretty sad seeing that the previous time. Okay. We have a pause. You see here, Earthshaker frantically just pinging at the enemy jungle and not sure what for. I mean, you can put the Darkseer in the solo lane, you just go straight aggressively with the Bristleback, the Crystal Maiden, and the Earthshaker. So just nicely for Fisher and even a slow for MMY, you can easily catch people on the right side of the Fisher, meaning you set up for kills. And of course, being a Bristleback, you're really, really tanky. You don't have to worry so much. And thanks to the Arcane Aura as well, like I mentioned, being able to spam out those quills. The Quill Spray will do so much, especially with picking off these lovely kills. And over here, now to quickly introduce the teams on the Radiant side for Ehome. CU playing on the Weaver. CTY playing on the Wind Ranger, Lanham playing on the Rubik, DDC on the Lina, and RTK on the Undying. For the Dire side, Yao for LGD Gaming playing on the Darkseer. Looks like he will be going to the offlane. Maybe playing on the Shadow Fiend going mid, Xiao 8 playing on the Earthshaker, MMY on the Crystal Maiden, and Sylar playing on the Bristleback. And very quickly to put down an Observer Ward up in the high ground, and maybe he's going to spot that out. And he probably doesn't want to contest this top bounty rune. Bottom lane, CU should be able to get it just as well. Puts down a nice safe ward over here just in case anyone wants to wrap around. So this is a rune ward, and not sure what this ward is for. I mean, yeah, it looks like this could actually be an aggressive trialing coming up from Ehome with the Lina set up thanks to the Rubik. You get pretty nice kills in RTK with the Decay just to make them so much squishier. Sylar thinking about getting closer to the rune, not really. He has to be very, very careful because when there's a Rubik around, he can actually just toss you into the cliff, and that means you're out for 3 minutes until the courier comes up. Unless of course you just tangle your way through. Alright, so there we go. Maybe gets a bounty rune. And Wind Ranger gets one as well. So 1 for 1 spreading out between both teams. Very nice lane ward being placed. And a nice defensive ward over here just to spot whether there are any pulls. But no, looks like we will see an aggressive trialing from Ehome, confirmed. And this Wind Ranger mid, I want to see how this goes out. I thought it was going to be a Lina mid with a Wind Ranger off lane, but alright. It's been a while since I last saw like a Wind Ranger just go straight down mid like this. I mean, maybe you see Alliance playing that. And oh, C2 playing very aggressive trialing zone, maybe out of the lane. And yeah, looks like I'm getting a bit of lag from the Perfect World service as well. Light Strike, Array, and Telekinesis just off the mark. Quickly back to last hits. Well, Undying's having a good time against the Weaver. And Weaver's range isn't that far. Of course the Weaver's quite squishy as well. Yeah, looks like I'm getting a bit of lag. Alright, sorry, I'm just gonna quickly reconnect. Hopefully the lag will be fixed. Sorry to the viewers out there. Just bear with me for a while more. I'm quickly reconnecting. Alright, let's quickly check the ping. Oh dear, looks like my MS is really high up. Sorry for the lag once again. I hope it'll stabilize now. Alright, back to this offlane, this solo lane, a Weaver against the Darkseer, thanks to these Ion Shells. And as he gets that level 3 Iron Shell, even a level 2 Iron Shell, he can actually really zone out this Weaver who should be, on paper, have the advantage thanks to the range. But being a Darkseer and this Ion Shell, he does so much, and he's just gonna go cut the wave, push aggressively against CU. Top lane, well, I mean, earlier on we had an attempt with telekinesis into the Lightstrike array, but not gonna pay off. MMY smoking around, coming, maybe going for the Wind Ranger. Has the Frostbite, I believe. Yes, he does, but doesn't have the mana just yet. Have in a couple of seconds. And actually, the MMY shows himself as CTY, sensing the danger, just backs off. No stacks just yet for maybe. And this aggressive trialing, they spotted the Observer Ward, they ping it out, they de-warded. Just gone, just like that. Yao making for his way towards his Soul Ring, probably might skip boots again. Just go straight into the Soul Ring, go rush a mech, rush a blink. Alright, so MMY will be jungling and, well, maybe gonna help himself to a nice invis at the bottom lane. Has his bottle. Whether he goes for the mech or whether he be going up for setup again, just like a Yield Scepter, so more Cyclones up, more setup, especially for the Lightstrike array. And Xiao buys his brown boots. So currently 0-0, 3 minutes in, no kills happening anytime soon. Lanham and DDC, they rotate to the bottom lane, but Yao, this ward over here spots them out, so he's just gonna dodge the gank. CTY gonna bottle up. And now, I mean, this is a good rotation of the lanes as well, especially since, they realize this aggressive trial, it isn't going anywhere. The sentry just de-warded the camp, he's able to pull, which means that the creep equilibrium is going to be very, very favorable for LGD. So abandoning this top lane is really good for them, especially since they need to get some EXP, just get the distribution out. The economy distribution will be very, very helpful. And they realize as well, probably since the Weaver's having a really bad time too. So this is, yep, like I mentioned, this is a really good smart rotation, not forcing the issue. Now back to this mid lane. Well, CTY, he's having a good time against the Shadow Fiend, actually, not doing that shabby. 14-1 compared to 19-6. And Lanham actually might find somebody. I think he's gonna try and put someone back. Oh, nope. Could have gone maybe a bit further forward, put maybe onto the cliff. Force him to buy a TP. And just a casual Wraith Band. RTK doing okay. He's not dying in lane yet. 0-0. For some reason, I'm so used to seeing him go 0-4-0-5 in lane. So once again, one rune going to each team. They really need to do something about Yao. But the Soul Ring, I mean, level 3 Iron Shell. Game is hard. See you not exactly enjoying himself here. Yeah, I think he maybe senses the danger. He sees the Lanham as well. Tries to go for a shackle shot. It was a really far shot as well at the same time. Maybe positioning himself really well, just standing all the way here. I don't think the shackle actually would have connected all the way till here. Xiao just babysitting this Shadow Fiend. If the Shadow Fiend's laning phase goes well, everything goes well. Throw the Shadow Fiend further on. It's easier for flash farm, get a couple of kills. And this last hits are not really being disrupted as well, 28-8. The Bristleback is also having a very good time top lane. So Sylar is gonna have quite an easy Vanguard, I would say. Now we see Lanham and DDC, they smoke up, so watch this Rubik. Hopefully might get a kill at top lane. Yep, they will find Sylar. There we go. Lightstrike area connects. All right on the right side. Here the 2 pull down as well. Sylar throwing out all the quill sprays. Is he gonna die here? No, gonna be kept alive. One more Rapid turns around and Lina gets the first blood. DDC, RTK falling very low, 30 HP. And Shadow Fiend, a nice rotation in CTY. Coming off the Earthshaker and the Crystal Maiden. So 1-for-1 across the map. Did try for a shackle shot, but it didn't work. And Yao continues to go ham against CU. Level 6 already. Alright, so there we go, the stacks for everyone. So it's gonna be a casual ring for Quilla. Sylar probably going towards the Vanguard into a Crimson Guard, followed by the Sanjin Yasha. Or actually Bristleback can go for a mech as well. It's something I realized which Bristlebacks have started to go for, especially in the Chinese scene. And it looks like my lag is back for some reason. Sorry guys, it's not me, it's the Perfect World service. Alright, so back to this Wind Ranger, has a magic wand, has a salve, no real items in sight just yet. Shadow Fiend, level 8, and Wind Ranger really far behind. Tough to control that creep equilibrium. So this Darkseer will be the mech carrier, maybe picks up a haste rune, not gonna go for anybody. Earthshaker's thinking about going in, but no, he'll just back off. And MMY, back to farming the jungle. Efficiency everywhere. So to net worth, well, your Crystal Maiden is, above your Lina and your Rubik in terms of net worth. And this K, it really doesn't matter that much against Sylar, who's just ridiculously tanky. Has a ring with Basilius, doesn't need to worry about mana at all, especially thanks to the mana regen. So every 10.5 seconds or 12 seconds, he can actually just spam out a Quill Spray. Now Xiaorui gonna help the Bristleback stack the Ancients. So stacking everywhere. This economic flash farm coming up from LGD, it's gonna be really, really good for them. Lanham and DDC waiting in the trees, waiting for Yao, but I think Yao really does sense the danger again. And this is some good sense. He knows that the Rubik and the Lina is off the map, so that, hey, wait, these guys are somewhere. So 8 minutes in, only 1-1. Both teams really playing very, very passive. But LGD, I mean, they're trying to make things happen, but the thing is with the Darkseer, you just throw out the Iron Shell, you stay close to the tower. That's your farm right there. So CU is going to be happier with a bit of extra, say, solo lane experience now. Oh, maybe. They actually get the Courier Snipe! Oh, this haste rune coming up from the Shadow Fiend. Alright, TK has his own Soaring and Tranquil Boots. What will he go for? Will he be a Vanguard carrier into the Crimson Guard? Could be useful against LGD, especially since there's a ton of physical damage. Could be going up for Pipe as well, since the magic output coming out from LGD. Nothing to scoff at, and actually they're thinking about going on Yao, but surges away, runs to the river. See you chasing him down. Lanham needs to catch up with Yao. But I don't think so. He has a surge. He will just get away. Body block, body block. Oh no! Lanham gets the telekinesis out. Life Strike area doesn't connect. Yao, they're chasing after him. And Fateful follows up, but CU probably gonna get the kill here. Needs one more Geminate attack. No! That magic stick keeping him alive, and Yao's gonna get away. This Darkseer really hard to kill, and of course here comes the power shot. Looking for the snipe, but CTY not gonna get it. Has his phase boots now. And bottom lane will be open, so a lot of wasted time for Ehome. Alright, TK getting closer to maybe a mech. Yeah, he has the buckler up. MMY. Level 6 already. That's 3 points into the Arcane Aura. So Shadow Fiend and Earthshaker, they really have nothing to worry about in terms of mana issues all across the map. Nope, where they hit it. Could be heading to the top lane. They may find RTK, who's a bit too far forward. If they can catch him though. But they should notice. He should notice as well. Yep, I think they do. They sense the danger. Shadow Fiend's missing from the lane. It's not exactly pushed out. And they'll just back off. Go back to farming the jungle. This lane matchup, I mean, CU should be doing better. Going towards power treads before the usual Lincoln Sphere. Just the basic standard builds for Weaver. Darkseer. Well, he's doing okay. He's 700 gold to a mech, or does he have it already? It's just a casual stout shoe. But in 650 gold, he will have his mech. So good items, core items coming up from LGD. And this just means that the Shadow Fiend will not be the mech carrier, probably straight for a BKB, even a blink. And Lanham and DDC, they may be able to find him. Actually, no, the smoke breaks, the ward over here. Oh, they might find a constellation. Here comes Lanham, but caught on the right side of Fisher this time. MMY gonna telekinesis him. Bristleback gets a kill on Lena, but they're going to still with MMY. Wind Ranger gets a kill, but here comes Shadow Fiend, gets a nice raise off, and they're gonna chase CTY. Here comes the Nezuko slowing him down. Has a wind run, he should be fine. Over here, Undying has to be very careful. He's just gonna TP back. And the Weaver's gonna be very, very happy with this extra free space. So if you were this Wind Ranger, what would you go for? Would you go for a Blink? Would you go for a Force Staff? Just go straight for a Maelstrom? You really want to be dishing out the DPS as soon as you can. Alright. And Yao stacking the Ancients again, so this will be a nice triple stack for your Bristleback. Whose Sylar actually look at net worth and Shadow Fiend, they're on top. Comfortably on top. The Shadow Fiend is going on to free farm 2.5k, picks up a double damage rune as well. And I think Ehome, they will find in these Ancients. They're going to go straight to the secret shop, smoked up. Where will they go? They will find the Earthshaker, who might be able to get a nice vision, but no. Tomb comes down, Lightstrike area, nice surge from Yao, keeping Xiao 8 alive. It's a wasted tomb, a wasted smoke. And LGD, they dodged the smoke, so nothing of value was lost at all. Nice casual aggressive ward, and Bristleback's gonna TP, and they will contest this T1. Shadow Fiend meanwhile gets a tower top, double damage with pop kit. Yeah. Here comes the TP, nice Fisher, trapping Alanum in. Scream for telekinesis, maybe gonna find himself a lovely tasty Rubik. There we go. So Ehome, I mean LGD just outmaneuvering them. Alright, so now just take a look at Ehome, just going to hide behind the tower. And LGD will force this T1. I mean, we have a Shadow Fiend, Blink Dagger up, and Sylar. Oh, the Shackle Shot connects, but there's no follow up. He's gonna be very, very fine. Maybe dive him into the tower. This T1 is falling very, very quickly. And Sylar's just so tanky with the Vanguard. Alright, so it's not been a deny range yet. More like 30 HP. Xiao 8 level 4. Not yet on those huge spells. Now we're gonna see Ehome just sort of camping around the tower. They want to fight this, but I don't think they can because there's a Requiem of Souls and no real way to stop it. Especially when you have Sylar walking around. Oh, telekinesis is there. The Last Strike area, it's gonna connect on him, but the Iron Shell is there. Tower's within deny range now. Yao going in. What are you gonna find? Maybe Requiem of Souls channeling, but no, he's gonna pop the mech now. And that's it. Darkseer wall already laid down, and that's it. They're gonna keep on chasing, but no, Steve is going to strike for MMY. Blink back from the Shadow Fiend, and that's the end of the engagement. They will deny the tower, and LGD will not force the issue. They're just gonna back off. And Weaver gets a nice bounty, steals it away. Oh, it looks like they actually have different plans. They're gonna go for Roche, but there's an Observe Ward over here which just expired, and they will know that Roche is going on. But the thing is, Ehome, can they contest this? And we have a nice pause from Sylar. Alright, so let's take a quick look at your net worth advantage. It's past 4,000 in favor of LGD. They did manage to take the two T1s, top and bottom for the side lanes. Experience, just a bit over 3,000. And if they get this Roshan, it's gonna be big. They can start pushing the mid T1, which is also relatively low, around 25% HP. And that was actually really, really awkward. I mean, yeah, exchange of fight back at the bottom lane. Not really sure what's going on. I mean, spells are being thrown out, no one died. And I guess LGD just taking the safe option, but nonetheless, you know, they take away some map control. And alright, there we go, the game will resume. Ehome, thanks to the Observer, they definitely will know that Roshan's going on. But thanks to this Bristleback, he's just so tanky, thanks to the Ion Shell as well. Roshan's falling pretty fast. Value point in presence of Dark Lord, but no, Ehome, like I said, they do know what's going on and they will just go to the Roshan pit. Power Shot just to scout things out, but nope, once again, LGD just dodging. Not wanting to fight. Over here, RTK, well, he's 500 gold to a mech. And the lag is back. Holy cow. Xiaowei needs some solo EXP. The director. Not yet level 6 at 15 minutes in. in a net worth chart, while your Shadow Fiend is just ridiculously big. And of course now with the blink, he'll probably be headed towards that blink, that BKB, just so that he can just blink in, go straight for the Requiem, and then go for the Razors as well. Oh, actually they do find somebody, do find Weaver. Where's the time lapse? There we go, he will get away. And actually it's not going to be a blink on Maelstrom, it's going to be straight up Aghanim Scepter on your Wind Ranger. Just so that with the focus fire, shorter cooldown, you can start dealing out more DPS. And LGD will head back into the Roshan pit. But this time, Ehome, I don't think they have the spells to really contest. Oh, actually they do. CTY has a regeneration rune. A nice Fisher, zoning out Fisher from Xiaowei. They can't go in. There's no way to initiate. And they will get Roshan. Tomb is placed down, but that's it. It's up on the cliff. Maybe he's just going to right-click it down. Oh, RTK's in. He wants to go in. Maybe the mech going to be popped. Shackle Shot connects into maybe. Where's the Darkseer Wall? There you go, but Vacuum doesn't really bring him in. But back will get a kill on the Weaver. The Darkseer Wall, Aegis is popped. Shadow Fiend's gonna come back to life. Maybe they can go for CTY, who blinks to the high ground, maybe getting that. Oh, pot channeling the Requiem of Souls, but no real damage being dished out. Psylocke, Metallikinesis probably into the cliff. Nope. MMY searched in for the Frostbite, but not gonna find anybody. Pops to Mango, maybe once again Shackle Shot from CTY. Back gonna be chasing him down. Psylocke really wants this kill. Probably will get it too. Yep, there we go. But actually, it's Crystal Maiden who gets the last hit. So a 2-for-1 trade, but it's just an Aegis expire. So nothing really lost for LGD. Oh, Telekinesis, maybe. Lanham's probably going to be regretting the decision. And nice triple raise coming out from maybe. Lanham just taking the full brunt of that Shadow Fiend. So a nice T1 now, easy for them. Bottom lane, just some priority EXP given away to the Earthshaker. So already, I mean, you can see he has Tranquil Boots. Usually you want to see the Soaring, but thanks to this, maxed out Arcane Aura, oh, it's only level 3. Okay, but this is really, really good for Xiao8 as well. He's halfway to the Blink Dagger, needs 800 more gold. The Weaver needs more items. I would say just, the Lincoln Sphere, you might want to just skip it, just go straight for a BKB and straight into the Desolator, even some damage items. At this point, I wouldn't even say no to drums. It's a hard game to be a Weaver. So over here, Lanham still not yet level 6. He has quite a nice few spells to steal. You can steal the Ion Shell, you can always steal the Fisher, Crystal Maiden's spells, the Frostbite, the Crystal Nova, I believe? What's it called again? Yeah, the Crystal Nova. And Silo with 3.6k in his pocket, what's he gonna buy? His Hedgehog. Sylar backing off. And Weaver gets a free tower. So closer and closer to the Lincoln Sphere. Needs 600 more gold to the Ultimate Orb, plus another 1,300 plus. That's actually 2k more to the Lincoln Sphere. And 18 minutes in, I would say he's actually quite slow. Earthshaker and Mino are getting closer and closer to the Blink. 400 more gold. They're just prioritizing Xiao8's farm, thinking, hey, tell you what, we're not gonna fight yet, just let me get up my Blink. Top lane, oh, the Requiem of Souls, maybe even the BKB, new and fancy, but CTY getting the kill. Here comes the Vacuum. Darkseer gets the kill on the Weaver. They're gonna chase CTY. Can they kill him off? Where's the Frostbite? Gonna get it? No! Pops the ult, but not gonna get anything. So MMY is just gonna be dancing there, looking silly. And ooh, there we go. The Wolves of Ice Rack. Just singing there for a short while. And over here, Xiao8, 200 gold to the Blink. Yao probably going for a Blink of his own as well, so that he can start chasing heroes like the Wind Ranger, and not to mention get those really sick vacuums. It is a level 4 vacuum already. Strange, I mean usually we see Yao go for the 2 points into the vacuum too, and the rest into the surge. It looks like this time he's going different. DDC, maybe trying to farm up to the Yield Scepter. We're gonna see a TP coming from maybe. Nah, he's just here to take it away and get souls. Sylar, has he cleared the stacks yet? Actually he did, yep. And it will be a Sanjin Yasha, just skipping the Crimson Guard completely. Has a casual Yasha for extra movement speed. And after he clears the stack, I do believe that he will have the Sanj. Yep. Actually not yet, but... oh wait, actually yeah, he will, sorry. I didn't see the Ogre Club. Our TK would be a bit lost. Because so far these team fights, I mean LGD, they can just force Ehome together. That they've been doing very well to actually watch the positioning. So 20 minutes in, you know, it's 3-8, favor of LGD. Gold graph just in favor of LGD as well. 7,500. Your experience graph also in that favor. And see you, this dollar damage rune will be happily chipping away on this tower. Nice free tower for him. And there we are. Ultimate orb. Bottom lane, however, LGD just forcing this tower. Silent the Iron Shell. I would say he's actually doing very well. There we go. Surge, pre-surge coming in. Can they get the kill on CTY? Shackle Shot doesn't really connect. The nice Fisher probably blocking him off. He's going for the TP. Yeah, there we go. The Enchant Totem going to cancel. And a nice raise coming out from maybe. Sorry for the visual bug. The lag. I really can't do anything about it. It's the perfect world service. And meanwhile, bottom lane. Oh man, I just disconnected. What's happening? No, is it the perfect world service? Yes, it is. Oh dear, I really can't do anything about this. I'm just dancing here. Alright, I'm gonna try and reconnect again and hope for the best. Actually, no. I have no idea why I'm lagging that bad. I mean, I can see MMY is using his ult. Things are going well for LGD. And suddenly, out of nowhere, 4 down. Yikes. Alright, I'm just gonna go quickly reconnect. Yeah, I don't really think it's my internet at all, so hopefully this reconnect. It's gonna work. There we go, back into the game, and I don't know, I'm just getting this lag. What's wrong? You know, Earthshaker gets a kill on the Lina. That's all I can say. I'm really, really lagging. Alright, actually, wait, GG called from Ehome? What? 23 minutes in? I just missed everything. Holy cow. Wait, what? I mean, one moment it was going... one huge team fight, and next thing you know, the game is just gone. Just like that. So LGD Gaming, they take this game 16-3 and 23 minutes in. Looks like they've had enough. Alright, so this is it for the MDL today. I'm really sorry about the lag and missing all those huge team fights towards the very end. My name is Hades and hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.